Good morning, children. Welcome to today's lesson, and your to be able to today is compare mass. Now, mass refers to the weight of an object. So an object could be anything like a football, a golf ball, an elephant, anything that has mass. Has weight. Now, when we look at mass, we measure mass in grams and kilograms. Now, a little bit like centimetres and metres and pennies and pounds, grams make up the kilograms. So there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Now that's a lot, isn't it? 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. And we're going to move on to that later on in the week. But first of all, we're going to look back at the word mass, which again, remind you, refers to the weight of an object. So let's not forget grams and kilograms, and just like I said, there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Like there are 100 pennies in a pound. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Everything is made up with something else. And this is your smaller measure. This is your larger measure. And as I say, we will move on to that in more detail throughout the week. So let's have a look here. The more matter build up that something has, the more it will weigh. So for an example here, we've got an elephant, we've got a mouse. Which one do you think has the most matter? Which one is built up more than the other one? Which contains more matter, has more weight inside it? Well done. So it's quite obvious that the elephant has more matter than the little mouse. Therefore, the mass of the elephant is heavier than the mass of the mouse. Now here, just going back, we can see that the elephant is bigger than the mouse. So automatically our brain's going to say, well, it's bigger, so it has more mass. However, it's not always the case. So flip back to this page here. We have a golf ball. And we have a ping pong ball. Now, both balls are exactly the same size. But does that mean that they have the same matter? Now, a golf ball is solid. So that means it is full from the outside all the way in. It is full of matter. It is a solid ball. It is full up inside. Whereas a ping pong ball is hollow. So there is nothing inside here. It's an empty space. It's full of air. But they're the same size. So do they have the same matter, the same mass? No, because the golf ball will be heavier as it is solid inside. So this time you need to think, well, it's not the size. The size doesn't make a difference. It's the matter that the object has. So here we can say the golf ball has more mass than the ping pong ball. Let's have a look here. So here we've got two balance scales. You can see, we look here, these two are the same. And these two over here are different. Now this one is lower than this one. But these two are even. Now that means these two have even weight. But let's look over here. If this one is lower and this one is higher, what one would have the heavier object? Well done. So the further the gravity pulls, the heavier the weight. So this one has more mass and this one is lighter. So the item on here would have less mass. Have a look at this picture. Which foods have the most mass? Think back to those scales. Heavier and lighter. Which foods have the most mass? Well done. You can see here that the scale is lower. And here the scale is higher. So therefore, these vegetables have the most mass. So it's not always about the size. So keep thinking, heavier, lighter, and also about the matter that an object has. It doesn't always have to be the bigger object that will weigh the most. Good luck with your lesson.